everyone, and welcome back to This Our Daily Life. So today I'm going to be doing a book review on a book loaned to me by a friend called The Last Lecture. It was a nonfiction book written by a professor who was diagnosed with cancer, and he was given a pretty short time to live, just about a few months. I think it was like 6 months. And so he was supposed to deliver a last lecture to his class, and it ended up turning into a last lecture for basically the entire school because of his terminal illness. And so the book goes through different things that really meant a lot to him, and just about his life and things that were actually really important. And as like for my channel, This Our Daily Life, I thought it was really interesting just because there were certain things that stood out to me, and a few of them were just living non-conventionally, like not being tied down to the way that everyone says that you should live, not to the point of self-harm, but just having fun. And there was this part in the book where he talked about the fact that his dad let him like paint on the walls, and his mom was, like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you're doing this. But the paintings that were on the walls meant a lot to him as he got older, and they never got covered up or anything. And it was just like a fun thing that his dad let him do, and it was a really strong memory for him. And I think that like for myself, my mom used to let us like, we had a trampoline and a balance beam in our living room, and she was the queen of non-conventional living, and I loved that. I loved being her kid because it was so much fun, and we were always doing things that were kind of outside the box. And I think that's helped me be an outside the box thinker. And a lot of people say, like, oh, you're so creative. But I think a part of it was that I was homeschooled by someone who was an outside of the box thinker. And so that's just made me view the world a different way. And it's like, well, if there's a space here, why aren't we using it for fun, and then there were some other things that really stood out to me. There was just the relationships that he had with his family members, really taking time to communicate well with people, and really let them know how you feel, and don't let the moments slip by. And then there was another chapter about just helping people whenever you can, and really making the most of the moment. And I think that, to me, it summed up the whole book. Really was just make the most of all your moments. Don't let anything go by. So I would give this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I really thought it was engaging. It was a pretty quick read. I actually got through it within like maybe couple of hours, and it was supposed to be delivered as a lecture, so that makes sense. So it wasn't an overbearing book or anything like that. It was really fun. So I definitely recommend The Last Lecture, and I will put a link in the description below for the Amazon book. All right, have a great day, guys. I will be doing some more book reviews. Right now I'm reading The Moonraker's Bride. It's a fiction, and while we're on this Corona vacation, I'm taking time to read more books. So have fun reading, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Bye-bye.